Hello, I am currently sitting in a 2025 Toyota Corolla SE, and I'm going to run through all the buttons for you. If you find this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Starting in the middle with the shifter, you can pull it back into reverse. It will bring up the backup camera for you. Then you have neutral, drive, and then this vehicle does have like a braking mode. So if you were ever going down some mountains or large hills and you wanted to use the transmission to help slow the vehicle down instead of using the brakes as much, you could put it in this braking mode. Then this vehicle does have electronic park brake. So every time you put the vehicle in park, it automatically engages the park brake. And when you take it out of park, it automatically disengages. In front of that, you have this hold mode. If you turn that on, you'll see a green hold light on the dash. And then if you put the vehicle in drive, you'll see an orange one below it. That means it's active. So you can actually take your foot off the brake while the vehicle's in drive and it won't go anywhere. Say you're sitting in a drive-through and you get tired of holding your foot on the brake, it'll hold it for you. And then if you tap the gas pedal, it will release. You can move forward a spot and then push down hard on the brake and it'll activate again. In front of the shifter, you have a couple different drive modes, so you can rock this back and forth. And on the dash, it'll go through Eco, Normal, and Sport. Eco is going to try to make it as fuel efficient as possible. Shift a little sooner, try not to run the climate control as much. Normal is for normal driving, and then Sport is going to try to give you all the power that it can. And then next to that, you have a traction control button off. If you were ever stuck in some snow or mud and you wanted to spin the tires a bunch to try to get yourself out, you could turn off the traction control right there. So this left dial here will change the temperature in the vehicle. The auto button here is like a thermostat for your car. So if it's on auto 70 and it's hot out, it'll cool it down to 70. And if it's cold out, it'll heat it up to 70. This will turn off climate control. This will do front window defrost, so it'll blow all the air up on the front windshield. This will de-ice the back window and the side mirrors. This will change where the vents are going to blow. This will do eco heat and cool, so if you want to be a little more fuel efficient, you can turn this on and it'll try to run the climate control a little less. Recirculate and then direct air. AC on and off, and then you can do the fan speeds right there. Then the hazards for the vehicle are right above it. In the top left corner of the radio is your cloud navigation. You do have to have a subscription for this through Toyota, and then you can have built-in maps on the radio. Otherwise, you can use wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to use your phone's maps on the screen for free. It costs about $15 a month to subscribe for that. Then you have the radio. At the top, you have favorites, so all your presets off to the right. Then you have tune, where you can do FM, AM, and XM. You do get 3 months free XM radio with every new Toyota. If you go Sirius XM 57, tune to channel, it'll bring it up for you on the right side. If you like that station, you want to hit the heart, and then it'll put it over on your preset list. Down here, you can go channel by channel. You can pause it and back it up if you missed a song. You can even hit notify me, and if it's like an artist or a song you like, you can check mark it, and it'll tell you if it's playing on any XM station. Then if you go back, you have FM, AM, and XM. This is for finding music. So if you're looking for XM music and you want rock music, it'll give you all the rock stations right there. The phone tab will just take you to your Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, or Android Auto, and then have all your contacts up on the screen. The little vehicle tab here, you can do trip information like range to empty and miles per gallon that you're getting. You can also do vehicle alert. If there's anything wrong with the vehicle, it'll tell you right there. And then finally, you got settings where you can log into your profile, adjust the date and time, make all kinds of different vehicle customizations. Up above, you have map light. This one will turn all the lights in the vehicle on. And then the one that says door, if it's pushed in like that, anytime you open a door, the lights will come on. If you don't want them to come on, you just push it out like that. Then you have your SOS Safety Connect button. So if you get like a flat tire or have some sort of emergency, you can push this. It'll call Toyota, and then they can send help your way. It does have a nice little cover there so you don't bump it. Behind the steering wheel, you have the wipers. If you go up to mist, it'll do one swipe and then back to off. One click down is the delayed setting where you can adjust the delay time. Then you have low and high. If you pull this lever towards you, it'll spray and clean the front windshield. Over here on the headlights, you can go all the way down to DRL off, which is daytime running lights off, no lights at all. Auto is where most people run it. It'll turn on and off on their own depending on daytime, nighttime. Otherwise, you can do park lights and headlights, forward for high beam, back for low beam. On the right side of the steering wheel, you have mode, which will go through AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, all your sources. Then the arrows here will go through your favorite radio stations, or if you're listening to like Amazon Music or something, it'll do next song and back a song. This vehicle does have adaptive cruise control. So basically, if you're driving down the highway with the cruise control set at 70 miles per hour and you come up on a car going any slower, it'll sense that car, automatically slow down and match their speed. To set that, you just get to the speed you want to set it at and you hit this top left button right here. It'll say set at 70 miles per hour up on the dash. If you want to bump it up to 72, you can go 1, 2. If you want to go back down to 70, you can go 1, 2. If you want to cancel it, you can hit the cancel button or tap the brake pedal. And then if you want to resume back to where it was, you just hit the resume button right there. You do have a zone selector, so you can choose 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that's how close it'll follow the car in front of you. And then if you don't like the adaptive cruise control, you can hit the mode button and it'll switch from adaptive to regular cruise control where it won't slow down. Then this vehicle does have lane trace assist. So basically, if you're driving down the highway with the cruise control set, it'll look ahead at the lines in front of you and try to keep the vehicle perfectly centered. If you don't like that, you can turn it off right here. Over on the left side of the steering wheel, you have volume for the radio. Next to that, you have a voice command button. If you push it real quick, tune to XM channel 57.
Tuning to Sirius XM channel 57.
Or if you hold this button for about 3 seconds, it'll bring up your Siri or Google Assistant so you can use that instead. Up here you have a phone. If somebody calls, it'll say call from whoever. You can hit this to answer it, hit it again to hang up. This is like a clear button. If you ever get a notification up on the center screen, you can hit that to clear it. Then you have the left, right, up, and down arrows. That's for going through the center display. So you can go right and left through all those top tabs and then up and down through those side ones. So you can have digital speedometer, range to empty and fuel economy, eco score, compass, radar cruise, lane departure, what's playing on the radio station, vehicle info like tire pressures and drive time and trip, settings for all your safety equipment, and then messages if anything's wrong with the vehicle, it'll tell you right there. Over on the left side of the dash, you have a dimmer switch. That'll adjust the brightness of your gauges. And then next to it, you have your automatic high beams. So if you have it turned on and you're driving down the highway at night and you meet another car and forget to dim your high beams, it'll sense their headlights and dim them for you automatically. If you like that feature, you want it lit up like that. If you don't, you want to turn it off there. And then down below, you have a lever to pull to pop the hood. And then down on the floor here, you have a gas door release and then a trunk release. Finally, on the driver door, you have all 4 window controls. They are all one-touch auto up and down, so if you give it a quick push, it rolls all the way down. And if you lift up on it real quick, it'll roll all the way back up. Then you got window locks, so if you activate that, nobody can roll the windows up or down. Then you can lock and unlock the doors, and then for adjusting the mirrors, you just twist this to the left, move the left mirror around, twist it to the right, move the right mirror around, and then if you put it back in the center, if you bump it, it won't go anywhere. And that should be all the buttons on this 2025 Toyota Corolla SE. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.